What's going on, YouTube? I thought I'd do something different as well. We're outside. We're going to talk about a few rumors. So let's talk about the Pixel 3 XL leak. That was massive this week. So we got actual images of what the Google Pixel 3 will look like. If you haven't seen those, head over to my Instagram page and you'll see those as well. But it looks like the Pixel 3 XL will look exactly like the Pixel 2, basically with that same two-tone back design that you either love or you either hate. I think it doesn't look too bad, but in a third generation phone, I kind of would have liked to have seen a little change, but the change is it will be a glass back now, so hopefully we do get wireless charging. Now, a lot of you don't like wireless charging. I happen to like wireless charging. It saved me a bunch of times when I've been out and about, had no charger, had no USB-C cable, and I just needed a quick juice. So what did I do? I went into my local Starbucks or McDonald's. They have wireless chargers here in New York City, and then I decided to go charge up my phone for a minute or two, so that really helped me out a lot. So wireless charging, hopefully it does come back to the Pixel 3, and hopefully they don't do a One Plus and give us a glass back without wireless charging, but that just means that the OnePlus 6T will probably have wireless charging. That's just what I'm saying. Jabbertech exclusive right here. You heard it first. Anyway, the next news about the Pixel 3 is that it does have a notch, but they're not just copying Apple to copy Apple. It turns out there are two cameras on the front. So one could be a depth camera, maybe for portrait mode, or one could be like an iris scanning camera. I don't know, but at least there's a purpose to having a notch. I'm not a fan of a notch just to have a notch. I'm sure you guys aren't either. And then, of course, there's no headphone jack. I kind of wish they brought back the headphone jack, but they didn't. That seems to be gone until maybe Apple has some more courage and re-releases the headphone jack. That would actually be kind of funny. We now have more courage to bring back what we took away. That'd be funny, Apple. I hope you do it. But anyway, no headphone jack. There's also no dedicated Google Assistant key like other manufacturers are doing. And then there's 4 gigabytes of RAM. I really would have liked to have seen 6 gigabytes of RAM on the flagship, but I'll take 4 because Google Pixel devices run pretty smooth. Being stock bare bone devices, they run pretty smooth. So that's okay. Overall, it turns out it'll be a nice looking device. Next thing that's been in the news, we thought maybe WearOS would be on Samsung's next smartwatch. It turns out that it was just a one-off from Google. They gave some employees some watches, maybe prototypes for the Pixel watch. I have no idea. Nobody really knows at this point. But Tizen will be running on the next Gear S4. That's sort of like what I expected because Tizen is number 2 in wearables right behind Apple. So why would they get rid of it just to go to WearOS? And why would they fragment the market just to have 2 watches with the Samsung moniker, one WearOS and one Tizen? Consumers would just get too confused unless you're a techie. So that's the next news. Another thing, we do have 2 new devices that passed through FCC from LG for a smartwatch. So it looks like in the fall we will get some new WearOS devices with that new Qualcomm chip that's supposedly just for wearables, designed from the ground up to give us better battery life, better on-screen time, better always-on time, because they're stating a watch should be always on, and I happen to agree with that. So it looks like this fall we'll get a lot of wearables. I'm kind of excited for that. I am a big fan of wearables myself. And then finally, the last bit of news is Essential. We all thought Essential was dead. They said they canceled plans to release the Essential 2, but yet they just announced that they have a new mod for their 1-year-old Essential 1, and that's the headphone mod. And although it is made of titanium and it will be a quality product, and it does have a built-in DAC, etc., etc., I'm sure this is not going to be a cheap headphone jack. I'm sure it's going to be at least $60. I don't see it being less than that. They made a big stink about finally being able to charge and listen to music at the same time. Well, Essential, if you put in wireless charging, or if you just kept the headphone jack in like I think you should have, that really wouldn't have been a press announcement now, would it? I don't think it would have. But anyway, for those of you that have an Essential phone still, are you going to buy any accessories for this product? That might not be around for much longer. Now, they have promised to keep updating it for the 2 years or 3 years, whatever they initially promised people. If you know the company is on its way out, why would you give it more money? I personally would not throw Essential any more money until we know what's going on with the actual company. But those have just been a few topics I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you think about these topics. We can discuss more topics in the comments below. And as always, guys, I definitely appreciate you watching. Thumbs up, subscribe if you like to, and let's keep this discussion going down below. Peace.